How did English evolve? It all started around the 5th century, when the then common languages started to be adulterated. The waves of attack and subsequent occupation of the Angles, Frisians, Jutes, and Saxons introduced hitherto unknown vocabularies that came to be known collectively as English words. Thousands of these expressions were adopted throughout history from around the world. But how did English evolve? The previously mentioned people who spoke the same set the West Germanic tongue with a variety of dialects intermingled to create a new Germanic tongue eventually known as Anglo-Saxon or the Old English. That's how English started to evolve. Then, how did English evolve? The discussion of how English evolved will be incomplete without making reference to the contributions of the Vikings. During the periods between the 8th and 10th centuries, they would plunder and settle. As they moved about, they would take along their version of this same Germanic language. This is what is actually known as Old Norse. This marked another step toward establishing and grounding spoken English, which also became the basis for the varying English dialects. During the early 11th century, the Normans' activities played a significant role in making English a popular language. Theirs was an eclectic mix of languages from the northern French dialects, Flemish, and others. Normans tried to hold on to the basic structure of the English language until the Middle English period, when around 10,000 words of their origins were introduced to the English tongues. Yet the evolution of English continued, even in the Shakespearean era. William Shakespeare, one of the English authors, playwrights, and poets of the Elizabethan era, contributed a great deal to the evolution of the English language. During the Italian Renaissance and English Renaissance, thousands of Greek and Latin words entered the English language. Because the background of many of the Shakespearean plays was non-English speaking countries, the loan words naturally crept into those English language works to express foreign Italian concepts, for example. Plays like Julius Caesar, Romeo and Juliet, The Merchant of Venice, and Two Gentlemen of Verona contain scores of such words, though written for an English language audience. The efforts result in a serious and prolonged academic debate known as the Inkhorn Controversy. The term was derived from the use of inkhorn, which was the term for an inkwell made with a small horn. It was one of the examples of the new words coined by those playwrights and poets. With the introduction and general acceptance of such foreign words, the English language started to gain popularity. Overseas imports also contributed to the development of the English language during those Elizabethan explorations. As piracy continued, it grew English vocabulary. This explains the incursions of Spanish, Portuguese, and lots of the Caribbean and Native American words. The English explorers and colonialism that traversed those lands adopted the people's language in addition to their resources. I can't end this account without referencing Britain's participation in world trade. During Tudor and Stuart's exploration, Britain was exerting great influence on international trade and vice versa. Overseas imports and their documentation necessitate adoption, coinage, and loaning of new words. The flexibility of English words and their capacity to be expansive is not likely to dwindle. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, and turn on the notification bell.